In this video, I'm going to show you how you can automate your work processes, especially if you're working in Power BI. We're going to be using Power Automate to handle all these manual, boring processes that we do every single day. So please post your questions and comments in the chat if you're watching live, or post them in the comment sections below if you're watching the replay. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to export this Power BI data that's in this table into a SharePoint list. Let's go. So you can see here, step one is I can select the part number or the table, or I can select the inventory manager from the slicer, which is here, or I can just simply press the order button for all the data. So I'm just going to press the button for all the data. All right, so now it's going to be sent to SharePoint, and I'm going to switch over to my screen and go to SharePoint. And you'll see all the data that was in that Power BI table has now been transferred over into SharePoint. There's like 50 records. It was that simple. And we delete that. Make sure all of it's gone. All right, let me switch back to Power BI. All right, so the next one I'm going to show you is how to select an item in the table and transfer that single item with all the associated data into a SharePoint list. So I'm going to select this item right here, part number AX7292, and then I'm going to press press the order button. It's going to send that data that's in Power BI into that same SharePoint list. So let me switch over to SharePoint. Let's do a refresh. There it is, part number AX7292 with the associated information. So that was the second scenario. Let me switch back to Power BI. All right, the third scenario. I'm going to select an inventory manager from the slicer and then transfer the data that's filtered in the Power BI report over into SharePoint. So I'm going to select Carol Lee. Carol Lee has 3 records in the table. So when I press the order button, those 3 records will get sent over into SharePoint. All right. So let's switch over to SharePoint. Do a refresh. Look at that. Carol Lee. Her 3 records have been transferred over from the Power BI table into SharePoint. Post your questions and comments in the chat if you're watching live, or post them in the comment sections below. Now, would you like to see how I set this up? I want your feedback. Let me check the chat. Okay. You have any questions at all? Please put them in the comment sections below. Thanks for watching.